Most people think they need better marketing. What they really need is to stop being invisible. Here's the thing, I've worked with hundreds of business owners and 99% of them are making the same mistake. They're building businesses in the shadows, hoping someone will magically discover how awesome they are. But here's what I learned after helping scale brands that, to be honest, probably never thought they should be on social media. Your face is the business. And if people can't see you, they can't trust you. And if they can't trust you, they sure as hell won't ever buy from you. So today I'm going to show you the exact video-first system I use to turn invisible business owners into recognized authorities in their space. This isn't about going viral or dancing on TikTok. This is about building a personal brand that prints money. Let me guess, you're probably doing one of these three things wrong. First, you're hiding behind your logo. Look, customers don't buy from logos. They buy from people. When someone's about to spend their hard-earned money, they want to know who's behind the business. They want to see your face. They want to hear your voice and understand your story. Second, you think personal branding is vanity. I don't want to be the face of my business, you say, but here's the brutal truth. In today's market, if you're not the face of your business, someone else will be the face of your industry. And guess who's getting all the customers? It's that other guy. Third, you're overthinking the content. You're sitting there, you're planning the perfect video while your competitors are already 3 months ahead. They're building relationships with potential customers that are your potential customers. I see this all the time. Business owners with incredible expertise, amazing products, and game-changing services, but nobody knows they exist because they refuse to get on camera. Here's what I'm gonna give you today. The video-first personal brand system. This is the exact process I've used to help business owners go from unknown to industry authority in 90 days or less. We're gonna cover three core components. The authority stack, which is how to position yourself as the expert in your space using video. The trust accelerator, my framework for building deeper relationships faster than any other medium, and the revenue bridge, which is how you can turn those video views into people that actually pay you money. So by the end of this video, you'll have the complete roadmap to build a personal brand that doesn't just get views, it gets you business. So now here's the system delivery. Component number one is the authority stack. This is how you establish yourself as the go-to expert in your industry. Step number one, pick your lane. You can't be everything to everyone. I learned this the hard way. Pick one specific problem you solve better than anyone else. For me, it's helping businesses scale their brands through content. So what's yours? Step number two is the expertise pyramid. Here's how you demonstrate authority on video. The bottom layer, you should share your process. Show people how you do what you do. The middle layer, that should be where you share your insights. Tell people why things work the way they do. And then at the top layer, share your predictions. Tell people what's coming in your industry. Most people only do the bottom layer. They share tips and tricks, but authority comes from the top two layers. Step number three is the proof stack. Every video needs proof, not just the trust me bro advice, actual real proof. So here's what you can share. Client results, with their permission, of course. You can share your own results, industry data that supports your points, and behind the scenes of your process. Here's a pro tip. Film yourself actually doing the work. Don't just talk about your process. Actually show it in action. Component number two is the trust accelerator. Now here's where video becomes your secret weapon. Video builds trust faster than any other medium, and here's why. The vulnerability factor. When you're on camera, you can't hide. People see your facial expressions, they hear the tone of your voice, they notice when you mess up. This vulnerability actually builds trust. It makes you a real human. And in today's day and age, with AI coming, the more human you are, the better vulnerability you present. I remember one of my early videos where I completely screwed up explaining a concept. I left it in. The video got more engagement and led to more clients than any other perfect video I'd make. I'm not saying you need to go and like screw up on purpose, but it definitely is something that proved that I was a human. But here's the deal. Trust isn't built in one video. It's built through consistently showing up. And here's my formula. I like to do a weekly deep dive. So one substantial video per week where you solve a real problem. And then there's daily touch points. So short form content that keeps you top of mind, monthly behind the scenes, show your process, your team, your failures. Be sure you share your journey, not just your destination. People don't want to connect with perfection. They want to connect with progress. So show them where you started, show them mistakes you made, show them lessons you learned, how you're still growing. Component number three is the revenue bridge. This is where most people screw up. They build an audience, but never convert them to customers. Here's how you can bridge that gap. First, the value first approach. Give away your best stuff for free. I know you're thinking like, well, if I give away everyone, why would they pay me? So here's the thing, knowledge isn't the product. Implementation is the product. You can teach someone how to change their oil, but most people will still pay a mechanic how to do it. The next thing of this strategy is the soft call to action. Don't be the person who ends every video with, buy my course. Instead, use soft calls to action. So examples are, if you want help implementing this, shoot me a DM. Another example is, I break this down in more detail in my newsletter, which means they would go sign up for that. Another one is, I've got a free resource that walks you through this step by step. In most of my videos, you can hear me give a soft call to action, a click below, because the first link in the description is a free YouTube blueprint course going over all of this. Soft call to action, I'm not selling you anything. It's literally free. I'm just trying to get someone on my newsletter and then hopefully warm them up to maybe do something with me down the road. Now, here's the real moneymaker. People get off the platform and into your ecosystem. Video drives them to your email list. Your email list nurtures them, and your nurture sequence converts them. My sequence, it looks like this. The video, it hooks you. You watch the video, you like me. The lead magnet, which is my course, it captures your email. And then I will follow up with email sequences that build more of a relationship. Then I will soft pitch, which that introduces my services. So I'd probably just share what it is that I actually do. And then I will do a sales conversion where that will close the deal. Let me give you a real example. I had a client, let's call him Mike. Mike ran a financial planning firm. Great guy, knew his stuff, but nobody knew he existed. We implemented this same exact system. We started with weekly videos breaking down financial concepts. Nothing fancy, just Mike at his desk with a whiteboard explaining things in simple terms. Within 60 days, he was getting 3 to 5 qualified leads per week from video alone. Within 6 months, he'd added $200,000 in annual recurring revenue. All that just from being willing to get on camera and share his expertise. The crazy part, his videos weren't going viral. Most got like 200, maybe even 500 views, but those were the right 200 to 500 people. Here's what I want you to understand. You don't need a million views. You need the right views. Video helps you attract your ideal customers while repelling everyone else. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Ryan, I'm not comfortable on camera. Good, that discomfort means you're growing. The best personal brands aren't built by natural performers. They're built by people willing to get uncomfortable. I don't have time to make videos. Yeah, you don't have time to not make videos. Every day you're not building your personal brand, your competitors are getting further ahead. What if I say something wrong? Well, perfect. Authenticity beats perfection every single time. People trust people who admit they don't know everything. Look, here's the bottom line. Your expertise is worthless if nobody knows about it. Video is the fastest way to change that. But here's what most business owners get wrong. They think making the video is the hard part. It's not. The hard part is getting people to actually watch it. You can have the best content in the world, but if your hook sucks, if your thumbnail looks like everyone else's, if you're not speaking directly to your ideal customers' pain points, you're invisible. I see this all the time. Business owners spending hours creating amazing content that gets 12 views and 0 leads. Meanwhile, their competitors are getting thousands of views and booking clients left and right. The difference, they understand the psychology of what makes people click, watch, and take action. And if you're tired of posting content that gets ignored, if you want to know exactly how to grab attention in the first 3 seconds and keep people watching until the end, you might need to watch this video right here.